Okay, I want to make this very quick video. For this video is for two reasons, right? Number one, I'll move this in here. So number one, what is solo queue? Solo queue is a RAM. It is a RAM based around objectives, right? So you have to understand one thing, right? When you are playing solo queue, it's a RAM, okay? Think of it. Do not think of it as an LCS game where people play structurally, right? Think of it as a RAM where you're gonna have 24/7 fighting, okay? So what do you need? You need a champion that can heal well, does not need to base, right? Because everybody everywhere will be fighting all the time. So you have to have regen available, so you can kind of always have health to help out your team, because they will be always fighting 24/7, right? Because this is a RAM, all right? Number two, you need champion that does not need items. Again, because you will not have time to properly push your lanes. The only time you will have to do is you have to very quickly clear the wave and get back to your team, because they're going to be fighting again, all right? And you need somebody who can stay and scale, right? So that Garen is perfect, right? Why? Because he can heal, right? His regen is OP, like his passive, okay? He scales with minion kills because he gets his passive thing, and the runes, the type of runes I play on him is he basically, every time minion die close to you, you get your health, right? So he scales, right? And his base damage is insane. Right? So, and he's exceptionally good at team fighting, all right? Like Garen is in low elo, he's very good at team fighting. So honestly, I will go as far as to say that Garen is just extremely busted champion. Like, just way too busted. Like, I'll show you an example. Like, also, split pushing in this game does not work. I will tell you the reason. I've been in this position gazillion times. Right? Gazillion times. Look, this is the situation. Situation here. Do you see? All of their inhibitors, all of our inhibitors are destroyed, except for one. When I play Tryndamere, I get to this situation every single game. Every single game I get to this situation. I take down their inhibs, right? They take all the dragons, because I do not participate in team fights, because Tryndamere is useless in team fights. So I'm trading inhibs for dragons, and sometimes I even take Baron, right? So money-wise, we're usually the same. So you see this situation here is money-wise, we're kind of roughly the same, right? So this is why people like kind of like Tryndamere does not work, because at this point you have to win a team fight in order to destroy those two turrets, right? One, Tryndamere is useless in team fights. You cannot split push to take down these two, right? There's no way to split push to take down these two. You have to win a team fight, right? And you already gave, and you cannot win a team fight because you gave all the dragons away, right? So this is a stalemate. What's gonna happen? The enemy team, well, in this team it's my team, right? If I was Tryndamere, the enemy team is going to clear the waves until the inhibitors are going to respond, and they're simply gonna murder you on the map. Why? Because they have all the objectives, right? And in team fighting they're stronger, right? And you will not be able to penetrate this anymore, because this is late game. As soon as one or two people die on your team, it's game over. That's it. Game is over. All right. So this is why, like, this game is kind of demonstrates why I don't think split. I've seen it so many times. Split pushing simply does not work, right? Okay, because you have to team fight. You have to win team fights. Okay. So that's one thing. The second thing I want to cover is how busted Garen is actually. And I'll demonstrate this in here. Look. Like, the problem with Garen, he does so much damage and he takes no damage at all. Right? He's like 0 damage taken. No, not in here, not in here. It was earlier, I think. Yeah, somewhere here. Yeah, in here. Because look, Kaisa is gonna start shooting me, and this is extremely fat Kaisa. Extremely fat. Do you see, like, she has pretty good items. 15 kills, right? She's the strongest person on the map. She is the strongest person on the map right now. Right? Because it's Kaisa. She outkills Lucian, right? Look at her damage, right? I can just walk into 2 carries and get away with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Look, you see? 96 damage, dude. I have 3,000. This is 31 shots. You see, like, she does. Like, the damage is not even registered. Like, he's so OP. Look, and I'll do it again. I will do it again. And look at my health regen. I just regened all the health back at this stage. You see? I literally walk into 2 carries and I murder them. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me started on his ultimate. 450 true damage plus 30% missing health. Right? Like, this champ is way too overkill. Way too. Yeah, busted. I'm telling you, busted champ. Play him. Play him, pick him, and play him. Do it with all your hatred. Okay, take care.